Welcome to Wawa Sanwar. Today we're talking about Wan Saiful's latest statement regarding Datuk Seri Azmin Ali.
Right, and this is, well, it's pretty explosive stuff, isn't it? We're talking about a major internal clash within Party Pribumi Bersatu Malaysia.
Absolutely. A top leader, Wan Saiful, a Supreme Council member, basically just drops a political bombshell.
He really did, publicly questioning whether the party's Secretary General, Datuk Seri Azmin Ali, is fit to even hold his position.
And it all comes down to one thing, doesn't it? This claim about new evidence.
Exactly. Wan Saiful says he's got new info, supposedly some kind of forensic verification.
Forensic verification
Of what?
of that infamous 2019 video.
Yeah.
The one allegedly involving Azmin Ali. Wan Saiful is claiming this new info proves it's authentic, or as he might put it.
Right, the Sandakan video incident. And the implication is huge.
It really is. Wan Saiful is saying point blank, because of this alleged authenticity, Azmin Ali is morally compromised.
So unsuitable to lead Parti Pribumi Bersatu Malaysia. That's his explicit conclusion. This isn't just, backroom gossip. It's a public challenge to the party's core leadership, right up to the chairman, Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin.
Okay, let's dig into this a bit, because the backstory makes it even more, well, dramatic. Wan Saiful wasn't always against Azmin, was he?
Not at all. That's what makes this such a sharp turn. Wan Saiful himself has admitted quite openly that he used to be part of the Azmin faction.
He actually backed him.
Yeah, actively. He supported Azmin Ali's run for deputy president at the party assembly just last year. It failed, but Wan Saiful was on board.
And he also accepted Muhyiddin's decision later on,
Right.
when Azmin was appointed Secretary General.
He did. He went along with the chairman's choice, which put Azmin right near the top. So Wan Saiful accepted the situation back then.
So why the massive change of heart now? I mean, the 2019 video wasn't exactly a secret. It was all over the place back then. Why didn't he raise concerns during the assembly or when the appointment happened?
That's the million ringgit question, isn't it? The timing is, well, it's very political. Wan Saiful claims the shift happened very recently, just after the party conference, actually. That's when he says he got this supposed new intelligence.
The verification results for the Sandakan video.
Yes. He says that information suggesting the video was real completely changed his perspective on Azmin Ali.
But, cynically speaking, the timing could suggest something else. Maybe it's less about sudden moral clarity and more about political maneuvering.
Well, you could certainly interpret it that way. Perhaps his own position or his faction felt weakened after the conference. Or maybe he sees an opportunity to challenge a rival now.
Using this new intelligence as the justification, the trigger.
It definitely reframes the attack, doesn't it? It's not just, I don't like this guy. It's, I have proof he violates our party's moral standards.
It's a powerful narrative. He forces the leadership to deal with something they probably hoped was buried.
Absolutely. That old defense of political conspiracy suddenly looks weaker if there's alleged forensic proof. Wan Saiful's made his stance very clear. Until this whole video mess is properly sorted out, Azmin Ali shouldn't be in leadership.
And that puts Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin in a really tough spot, considering he appointed Azmin.
A very tough spot indeed.
Now, Wan Saiful also seemed to draw a very specific kind of line, didn't he? About what kind of attacks the party should defend against versus what they shouldn't tolerate.
Yes, he was quite deliberate about that distinction. He argued, look, if a leader is facing political persecution...
Meaning attacks just made up by opponents to hurt them.
Exactly. Purely political hits. In that case, he says, the party must rally around the leader. Defend them. That's just politics,
But then he made a sharp contrast.
He did. He said, if the issue involves moral depravity or a moral scandal, then that's different. That kind of leader, he argues, is simply not suitable for a party like Parti Pribumi Bersatu Malaysia.
And he's putting the Azmin Ali situation squarely in that second category.
Squarely. And he even took it a step further, saying, essentially, maybe other parties could stomach this, could accept someone like Azmin, but...
Parti Pribumi Bersatu Malaysia cannot. That was the quote, wasn't it?
That was the line. He's trying to position Parti Pribumi Bersatu Malaysia as having a higher ethical bar, and declaring Azmin falls short. It really pushes the question out there, does the party hold itself to a different standard?
Maybe we should quickly recap the 2019 incident for anyone who needs a reminder, since it's so central to this.
Good idea. So, back in 2019, this video surfaced, allegedly showing two men in a hotel room in Sandakan at the Four Points Hotel.
And then someone came forward.
Yes, Haziq Aziz, who was then a member of Parti Keadilan Rakyat, claimed he was one of the men in the video, and he publicly named Azmin Ali as the other person.
Asmin's response at the time was,
Immediate and strong denial. He called it a fabrication, a nefarious plot, basically a political conspiracy aimed at destroying his career.
and that narrative largely held, didn't it? At least within his political circles. It allowed him to weather the storm.
It did. He managed to maintain his position, but now Wan Saiful is trying to tear down that defense by claiming he has this new, supposedly verifiable proof.
Okay, but Wan Saiful didn't just stop at the old video controversy, did he? He added more recent allegations, too.
No, he definitely broadened the attack. This wasn't just about something from 2019. He also accused Azmin Ali and the party's information chief, Tun Faisal.
Tun Faisal's involved, too.
Yes, accused them both of current misconduct, specifically of intimidating party division chiefs.
Intimidating them over what?
Over statutory declarations, or SDs, Wan Saiful alleges that Azmin and Tun Faisal were pressuring or bullying division chiefs involved with these SDs.
And SDs in Malaysian politics, those are pretty serious indicators of loyalty, right?
Yep.
Signing one usually means you're backing a specific person or faction.
Exactly. They're often used to show where the support lies, who has the numbers. So the accusation here is serious. It's about abusing power within the party structure.
Bullying key grassroots leaders.
That's the allegation. Crossing the line from normal political maneuvering into improper conduct, potentially administrative misconduct, within Party Pribumi Bersatu Malaysia itself.
So it's not just about alleged past moral failings anymore. Now it's also about alleged present-day abuse of power.
Precisely. It gives Wan Saiful another angle of attack. It moves beyond just the video to current behavior, potentially making it harder for the leadership to dismiss.
And he's not just making noise, he's planning formal action.
Yes, he announced he's getting ready to file a formal disciplinary report, he said, within the next couple of days.
Against both Azmin Ali and Tun Faisal.
Both of them. The goal, he stated, is to send them both to the Party Pribumi Bersatu Malaysia Disciplinary Committee for investigation.
Wow, so he's really going for it. Using the party's own formal procedures to try and force them out?
It's a full-on institutional challenge. He's basically daring the leadership, including Muhyiddin and the disciplinary committee, to look at the evidence he claims to have, both the alleged moral issues and the alleged abuse of power, and then decide what to do.
It puts them in an incredibly difficult position. Ignore it, and they risk looking like they condone the alleged behavior, potentially losing grassroots trust.
Right, but act on it, and Muhyiddin risks losing his own appointed Secretary General and Information Chief, which could massively destabilize the party, a real fracture.
And Wan Saiful apparently ended his statement with a sort of appeal for understanding.
Yeah, he expressed hope that once the leadership saw his explanations and evidence, they'd understand why he had to act. But, politically, that sounds less like a hopeful plea and more like laying down a marker, a demand for action.
So, pulling this all together, what we're seeing is basically an open declaration of war inside Party Pribumi Bersatu Malaysia.
Absolutely. Between two very senior figures. It's ignited by this old moral scandal, brought back to life with claims of new proof, and then fueled further by these fresh allegations of intimidation and misconduct.
The whole situation feels incredibly unstable for the party's leadership right now.
Definitely unstable. And it throws up that classic, difficult question for politics everywhere, really. When should past controversies, especially moral ones, disqualify someone from leadership?
Particularly if they were dismissed years ago as just political attacks, and now someone claims proof. Does the timing matter? Does the alleged proof change everything?
It's a tough one. How do you balance alleged past wrongs against current political power and stability, especially when the person bringing the proof clearly has their own political motivations too? It's complex. What do you, the listener, think about this? Where should the line be drawn?
Lots to consider there.
Indeed.
Remember to like and subscribe for more videos like this.